What? We never hear the woman and Gene talk about their romantic relationship, whatever happened that night. What? I'm free to use a Ghostbusters clip if I want to. I mean, it's a free world, and I just felt like it. And maybe he does have no dick. You know anime. Sometimes they don't. Or if it is, it's very pixelated. Hello everybody and welcome to NerdTaku. I'm Wade Universe, I'm a nerd and I like my anime. And today we're going to be taking a look at an anime that is no exception to be basically one of the middle to run anime and one that a lot of people would recommend to you almost instantly. And how we took a look at Cowboy Bebop, which is a series that was recommended to me more times than I like to admit. There is also another one that fits in the Space Odyssey world, and that anime is Outlaw Star. Yes, Outlaw Star. There's a good chance that you've heard of this anime, or if you haven't, you've at least seen its main character somewhere, the main guy known as Gene Starwind. The anime is basically a space adventure odyssey starring Gene Starwind and his young partner, Jim Hawkins. If you don't get that reference, I'm not sorry. But it's the two of them going off on their own adventure and figuring out what exactly is out there in the means of space. Now, similar with Cowboy Bebop and what I didn't do with Toriko, which was my mistake, I decided, let's go into the anime actually and look at the first 4 episodes. I was going to pick 5, but I think 4 might get the point across pretty quickly because we're introduced to everybody pretty damn recently, if I may add. So let's dive into the first 4 episodes of Outlaw Star and see just where everybody came from and see what exactly is going on with the story. And to be a point, kind of damn good for a story even with just 4 episodes. We begin our epic tale with Outlaw World. This is the first episode where we see Gene Starwind looking at a rocket ship because he plans to go to space. Back on Earth, somebody wants to challenge Gene because they know about how good he is, and well, Gene has never one to back down from a challenge, but Jim Hawkins is pissed off. And this is immediately how we're introduced to Gene Starwind. We know that he's a man with an attitude, we know that he's a hitman, and we know that he's the best at what he does at his job. And as pointed out earlier as a joke, we know that, well, this man has no dick. But things aren't made better when a woman in disguise, we'll just call her Rachel for right now, and seeks the help of Jim Hawkins and also Gene Starwind. Why she needs them is rather important. She ends up lying to Gene and Jim both, saying that she needs farming equipment. What's more is that they believe her story, but in fact, she's actually lying. But things are made awesome when Gene ends up having one of the most ridiculous but awesome weapons in this entire anime. He has a gun that shoots magic. But meanwhile, back on track, it's revealed that Rachel's actual name is Hilda, and she ends up shooting Gene Starwind. Why? Because. But this is when we find out what she's actually into, and what our characters are in for, because what's inside the case is not farming equipment, but instead, it's the body of a woman. Damn it, I knew I should have hit that body better. I didn't, but next episode! So from here, we'll be moving on to episode 2, World of Desires. After the intro, we cut back to where we were before, with some pirates that know Tao magic going after our main crew. And they're not too happy with Hildy. We find out that the girl's name is Melfinda, and that Hilda had been protecting her because there's something there that the pirates want, but she don't want them to have. But company arrives in the form of the pirates as Hilda realizes that they need to keep Melfinda safe in order to escape, as long as Gene and Jim can hold them off. And eventually, Melfinda comes to life, as it so seems. What is she? Who knows? An intellect being, a being from another world, a girl that does not like to wear clothes because she's butt naked? Who knows? But they leave Earth and go to a place called Bluehaven. What Bluehaven, you ask? It's a place where outlaws can be outlaws and basically just hang out together as they all go together, and also Gene seems to be having some, motion sickness. We all been there before, dude. When you think that you can handle that long trip ride, and the next thing that you know, you're asking the vehicle to pull over so you can puke up your guts over on the side. It's understandable, man. We all go through that. Or is it just me with bad motion sickness, too? Who knows? But the point is that the series actually plays along with this pretty well, kind of leaving people questions that will be answered in later episodes, like what's the importance of Melfinda, what's the importance of Hilda, what is the importance of Gene and Jim. Everything's answered in later episodes, which I think is the better point to lead viewers on a thread that keeps them wanting to come back to watch more, which is creative on the creator's part. So they land on Bluehaven where they're introduced to, this robot thing. Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? But later everybody soon splits up as they send Jim to go help Melfinda find clothes. Of course they do. But it does look like a nice place that it would be. It also seems like something that would stick out in like Ready Player One or Alita Battle Angel, for example. She picks out an outfit and she's happy, and Jim and Hilda go to a strip club? I don't know to make a Duke Nukem joke or to make a hustler joke. What the hell, we'll go with Duke Nukem. Get me, baby. Hail to the king. Oh, yeah. As they arrange sleeping positions for the next night, or sleeping arrangements, I mean, Jim realizes that he's stuck in a room with Melfinda. And Jim is not exactly too happy with this.
Here tonight?
Yeah, okay.
Sleep with you?
Yeah, no, you use that bit, alright?
Okay.
Jim, you idiot! If she offers to sleep with you, say yes! If you offered her to sleep with you, she has every right to say no. But if a sexy woman comes up to you and says, I want to sleep with you, you say yes! God, you're an idiot. Why do people like Jim Hawkins again? But this leads us into our third episode, Into Burning Space. After the theme song, we open up to a giant robot going to fight Gene Starwind and Hilda. Yes, I can't believe that was a sentence that just came out of my mouth. It turns out that they tell Hilda that she might need a different ship because hers is sort of non-repairable at the moment. So Hilda decides to go get another ship that she has hidden. This is where we're introduced to Aisha, who is a member of the Qatar clan, which is basically a clan of human tiger kitty cats. Yeah, that makes sense. But she's not good at her job as she tried to capture the crew and also the space pirates, but they just ignore her, much to her disappointment. But it's not long before the crew is under attack by the other pirates and no longer the Qatar, so they end up being attacked, and Hilda does not seem worried about this in the slightest, but Gene is, however. But everybody's okay, 'cause I'm okay, and everybody's off for a good time to fly into space and await further orders for the next episode to begin. Just kidding, let's talk about Aisha real quick. Apparently she's in more trouble than she realizes, because she's no longer in the diplomat spot, and now she has to live on Bluehaven because her commander-in-chief says that she has to. On to the fourth and final episode, When the Hot Ice Melts, as we begin in space. Yeah, no shit. As Hilda and the crew are flying around, doing nothing except being bored out of their minds. Christ, you think that she'd at least have like some cards so they can play blackjack, or even some Uno cards so they can play Uno, or even Goldfish, for example. All she had was Mario Goldfish, part of Mario Party games, and, well, nobody wanted to do that because Mario cheats at Goldfish, and also Mario keeps asking to see some big boos, and Melfinda and Hilda felt a little bit sad whenever he had that question. But Gene and Jim were looking around trying to figure out what exactly he was asking for. So they end up finding the ship that would become important to the series, the official Outlaw Star of Outlaw Star. As everybody docked the ship, it turns out the ship is alive. Because holy crap, of course it is. As they try to figure out how exactly to get this sweet ship going. And as it turns out, Melfinda had to be naked in order for the ship to work. Of course she does, and of course it does, because sexy girl naked, I don't know. It turns out before far too long, the space pirates and the sound magicians are back, ready for full vengeance with a full force and a full slice of, oh my god, no you didn't. The fight's bad, so the group had to retreat, but the problem is they can't get Outlaw Star working. So Jim decides to yell at the ship to try to get it to open up the cargo bay doors to release the people into the vacuum of space. After it worked, or seemingly worked, they realize, yeah, the cargo bay doors open up onto the bad guys, so you can't go anywhere, and what's worse is that Hilda's not back yet. Hilda realizes that she cannot reach the ship on her own with her other ship, Horus, but she must go for a spacewalk, as much as she is sad and disappointed to leave Horus behind. As she tried doing the stupid and incompetent thing by trying to go after them by climbing the rope, she ends up being attacked by the pirates, and it goes as well as you'd expect.
Do not interfere!
Do you still read me, Gene? Just remember, outlaws never go down easy, no matter what happens to them.
Ah, Hilda. She died as she lived. As everybody told her she was as hot as the sun, and now she's literally a part of it. I'm just gonna finish up the episode. I'll finish. As you'd expect, the crew was very disappointed and very upset that Hilda died. But Gene offered the ship a brand new name by outnaming it the Outlaw Star. And that, my friends, is the first 4 episodes of Outlaw Star, and that's just to give you a taste of what's to come. And the edition that I own, which is this big hunking son of a gun, does end up having some of like the bonus episodes that was never fully implemented into the anime itself. There's a few bonus episodes that never aired when Outlaw Star officially aired back in the day. But for what it's worth, Outlaw Star is just great. It's a fun space adventure, it's a fun space odyssey, and it's just a fun series all the way around, and of course, the voice casting in this is pretty damn good, and also impressive for who they chose to voice what character. So again, it also kind of feels a lot like Batman the Animated Series, for example, where they showed just the right voice talent to voice who they wanted. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember that NerdTakus are awesome. Join me at Twitter with the link in the description down below. And of course, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Because next time, we're going to step away from the space stuff, and I think we've had time that we got into some fantasy, and also a little bit of a film theory about the ending, in my opinion. So until next time, guys.